This. Can I double that? Oh, what okay. I'm going to 10.
Oh, Steve, you decided to,
Sim Papers has the perfect gift for you this Christmas. Get your favorite newspapers and special
Titi. How old are you, Titi?
Business Weekly and the Sunday Mail for just 10 Zim dollars.
10.
Sunday News.
I bought that.
For $6.
or you just a good lecture.
$5 and
She's our super sub.
Yeah, he was a super sub.
My Nika Post for
Do we have a toss like last time?
Yeah, toss will be good. Yes.
Neutrality.
to you.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Everyone must inspect the coin.
A
Genuine bond. Worthless bond coin. Genuine.
So we're doing a toss.
Which one is it?
See who bets first. One says 25 and the other one says what?
And where it says 2014.
2014.
So which is it? So 2014. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So one takes 2014 and the other takes 25.
Are we on? Are we on yet?
For the coin toss.
We're on.
Really on. Okay, Zim in the community. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, Mark.
Ah, there you are.
Stop.
So pick 25, pick 2014.
I'm the 2014.
So who's 2014? Okay, so you guys are 25.
Okay, we're ready.
And many more friends to mention. It's a party after party. Tickets available on www.youcanpay.africa.
It's the TXO here on Star FM. Back to Mox and Nikki after 2. It's 9 minutes past 1. Right now, it's quiz time. Well, good afternoon. Steve Vickers, your quiz master. It's a festive special, our last College of Knowledge before Christmas. This is normally our high school quiz show. Today, it's not. Can we have a drum roll, everybody? Today, a special. The Star FM sport team are doing battle with the comedians. We didn't see this one coming. So, in the sporting corner, it is Yvonne Mangunda here. Greetings, Yvonne.
How are you?
Excellent. Ash Tikiwa makes his debut on the College of Knowledge. Ash, have you prepared?
Prepared. Hopefully it's a winning debut.
Excellent. And welcome back to Howard Musanza from the sport team, which last year were here and took a bit of a hiding from the news team, didn't you?
I was there, remember.
What were you saying, Steve?
Well, all the best today. And in the comic corner, welcome along to the comic pastor. Greetings.
Yes, how are you, Zimbabwe? We're here to show these guys the direction and stone and tend in trying to win this. I don't know what we are going to win, but we are winning.
If you win, you present the Daily Sports Zone on Star FM on Christmas Day, maybe. We'll discuss that.
It's
also,
okay.
Here is Nigel. Greetings.
Yes. What's up? How are you doing?
Excellent, doing great. And would you believe it, my Titi is with us as well on the comic team. Greetings.
Hello guys, how are you?
Excellent, and you brought Titi herself
Yeah.
here as well with a Team My Titi shirt. So we'll see if she will bring you forward. Hello, Titi.
Guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Well, you're welcome to take part. There are 1 or 2 questions that you might get, actually. So 5 rounds of questions we have. 2 points for a correct answer. If you fail to answer correctly, the other team can take for a bonus point. If you take and you get it wrong, you lose a half a mark. That is how we play the College of Knowledge here on Star FM. Now, a disclaimer, in interest of fairness, you may have noticed that I am the head of Star FM Sport. So there is a conflict of interest. You can trust me, guys. We're going to do a toss to decide who goes first on the questions, just for the benefits of neutrality. So Daywalker will toss the coin. If it comes up, it's an old Bond coin. If it comes up 2014, then Sports will get the choice. If it comes up on the other side, it will be the comics.
Okay, and here we go.
There we are. What does that say?
It says
2014. So, Star FM Sport, you have the choice. You wish to bat first or to bat second?
We're electing to field.
You're elected to field, so that means the comics will bat first.
Rather than cricket games, you know.
Okay then, so we have 5 spellings each. The comics, as the comics clash with the Star FM Sport team on the College of Knowledge. Your first spelling is collateral, as in if you want to get a loan or a mortgage, you need some collateral. So spell for us, collateral.
Okay, collateral. COLLATERAL.
And my Titi is off the mark there. Yes, the comics get 2 points for starters. And we'll see how the sport team can fight back. We are live on Facebook, by the way, on the Star FM Facebook page, if you want to follow the fun visually. Sport team, spell for us surrogate, as in a surrogate mother who would carry a child for someone else. Surrogate.
SURROGATE.
That's correct. That's 2 points for the Star FM Sport team. Yes, so we're both off to winning starts. Now we're always looking for the British, not the American versions of the spellings, because that's in our education system. So spell for us, comics, modelling. Modelling, but I am looking for the British, not the American version of the spelling of modelling.
Yes.
Okay, it's MODELLING.
You got it. 2 points for the comics. Yes. That is a double L for modelling. Yes, we're all correct so far. Sport team, spell for us archaic, as in really old, such as you could say archaic coaching methods, maybe archaic.
ARCHAIC.
Just say it again.
ARCHAIC.
It's correct, yes. Sports team have both correct so far. The comics spell for us fermentation, as in maybe in the brewing process of beer.
Okay. All
Fermentation.
right. FERMENTATION.
Yes, the comics are hot. That's another correct answer for the comics. They are on point. For you, sport team, subordinate, as in someone who is a subordinate part of a team, maybe subordinate to their boss. A subordinate.
SURBODINATE.
Just run that by us again.
SURBODINATE.
No, there's something wrong there. So the comics have a chance to strike if you think that you've got subordinate. Yes.
Exactly. For that 1 point, it's SUBORDINATE.
It's a bonus point. And the comics grab the early initiative. It is the College of Knowledge festive special. We have the sports team taking on a comic team. So, bonus point for you. Comics, spell for us indigenization. Indigenization.
INDEGINESATION.
Just say it again.
INDEGINESATION.
No, that's a blunder from the comics. So, sport, can you fight back on this?
INDIGENISATION.
And that's a bonus point for the sport team. Yes, indigenization. INDI, not INDE. Sport. So you have to take your first answer, I'm afraid, though. Sports spell for us beneficiary, as in with banking, a bank account may be a beneficiary of a transaction.
BENEFICIARY.
One more time.
BENEFICIARY. M-A-R-Y.
That's correct. Yes, 2 points for the sport team. And we'll finish off this spellings round with some computing spellings. So, comics, spell for us malware. That's something that you don't want on your computer, something that has viruses or other issues. So that is malware. Malware.
M-A-L-W-A-R-E.
That is correct. Yes, 3 points for the comics and for you, sports team. Megabyte, as in the unit of storage space, a megabyte.
M-E-G-A-B-Y-T-E.
And that is correct. That is a hot spellings round. It is the College of Knowledge Star FM sport team taking on the comedians. It sounded like a close round. Give you the latest scores next.
No.
We are level then.
Yeah. Half time.
You're doing great. Must be 9 apiece, isn't it? 9 apiece, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yes, actually.
Nigel.
9-9. 9 all.
9-all.
That's my level.
No, I got
I sent 8.
We haven't
told it now. All right now.
It's our high school squish show, except it isn't today. It's our festive special for you here on Star FM, as we have the Star FM sport team clashing with a team of comedians. It's Yvonne Mangunda, Howard Masonza and Ash Tikiwa in the sport team. And for the comics, the comic pastor is here, along with Nigel and my Titi as well. Spellings, excellent stuff. 4 correct and a bonus point each at the end of round 1. It is 9-9. It is absolutely neck and neck at the end of round 1. Round 2, Know Your Country, is brought to you by Merit Books here on the College of Knowledge.
manje ndosaka mama vangu vachinditengera ndinoada nekuti anoita kuti ndipase and futi anogadzira muno muZimbabwe.
Merit mabhuku echikoro
usual prizes
anowanikwa muchitoro chiri pedyo newe.
Yes, so this round is brought to you by Merit Books. How well do you know your country? This is going to be critical. So, first up, the comics in Zimbabwean history. Who was Garfield Todd? In Zimbabwean history, who was Garfield Todd? Who was Garfield Todd?
Okay. Garfield Todd. He was part of the delegation that was responsible for signing the road concession.
No, he wasn't. No. Sport team, do you want to take?
He was one-time leader of Rhodesia.
What do you mean by leader?
Like a prime minister.
He served as Prime Minister in Rhodesia, so that will be a bonus point for the sport team. Yes, Garfield Todd once served as Prime Minister in Rhodesia, so a bonus point for the sport team. Sport team, what's the full name of the Zimbabwean nationalist whose middle name was Zia Papa? What's the full name of the Zimbabwean nationalist whose middle name was Zia Papa?
Jason Ziapapa Moyo.
Jason Ziapapa Moyo is correct. 2 points for the sports team. That's right. On a sad note, among those greats who passed away in 2019, comics, in which month did Oliver Mtukudzi pass away? In which month did Oliver Mtukudzi pass away, sadly?
Okay. I think it's February.
February?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sometime. February.
February. No, it's not February. Sport team? Take or pass?
Pass.
It is January. You're pretty close. January the 23rd is when Tuku passed away, so no points on that question. For you, sports team, former President Robert Mugabe passed away in which month this year? Former President Robert Mugabe passed away in which month this year?
He's dead.
Is it September?
It's the 6th of September, that's correct, yes. There's 2 points for the sports team, yes. The former president passed away on the 6th of September. Right then, it is just a few days to go to Christmas, 6 days to be precise. Need the artists on these festive songs. So, who would this be, Comics? Oh, hang on, you're not on yet. We are live on Facebook. You can see my Titi dancing there. So, who was that, my Titi?
It was Paul Matavire.
Paul Matavire. That's 2 points for you guys. Yes,
we get an extra point.
Oh, we can't go. No, we can't go beyond 2 marks. As much as you deserve it, I'm afraid we can't. No. We're live on Facebook if you want to see the fun, our festive quiz. So, who's this? This track played a lot at Christmas in the city of Kings and Queens. Okay, sports team, have we got you there?
Mosquito?
Osquito?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not Osquito. Comics?
Can you play the song again?
No. Sweetie Lavo?
No.
Okay, that's the Trumpies. Bravo, that's the Trumpies. That's the College of Knowledge. And this around here on Sky.
Oh, I know I'm already on my way to become the boss.
School books available at your nearest retail or wholesale store.
Right through Baravano.
We've got a festive special on the show today. The Sky FM Sport team are taking on a comic team. Titi, we got the comic pastor and Nigel in the studio. Now let's continue the Know Your Country round, brought to you by Merit Books with traditional foods. Comics, how well do you know your traditional foods? Chihumbiri and chuke are types of what food that grows around about this time of year in Zimbabwe. Chihumbiri and chuke are types of what food, delicacy that grows this time of year?
They're types of mushroom. They're types of mushroom.
They're types of mushroom, yes they are. You've got your Nedzi as well, yes. That's 2 points for the comics. They're all types of mushroom. For you sports team, this green powder is made from the leaves of a tree starting with the letter M. And it's very good for boosting the immune system. So what traditional food is this? A green powder made from the leaves of a tree starting with the letter M. Very good for boosting the immune system.
Is it moringa?
Moringa it is, that is correct. Moringa, 2 points for the sports team, a gift of nature that is for us, very good for the immune system. Yes, 2 points for the sports team. I'm going to finish off this round by asking you questions of the opposite discipline. So comics, I'm going to ask you a sport question, and sports, I'm going to ask you a comic question. So comics, your sport question. The Rainbow League is in which sport? The Rainbow League is in which sport in Zimbabwe? The Rainbow League is in which sport?
Look at them.
Look at my Titi.
And we will not throw these ones over to the other side because it would be.
What a point.
Those are the rules. Comics.
He said the rainbow.
The Rainbow League is what particular sports?
Get clue?
Yeah, and this week it was announced $500,000 sponsorship.
Too many clues.
The clue is that just a few days ago, a $500,000 sponsorship was announced for the Rainbow League, which is 11 million Zim dollars.
Cricket.
Cricket. No, it's netball. The Rainbow League is netball. Okay, sports. How well do you know your comedy? One of our leading comedians has a stage name with 2 words. First word is comrade.
Fatso.
So what's his full name is the question. Comrade. Comrade Fatso, it is. That's 2 points for the sport team, yes. And you're ending the Know Your Country round on a high. This round was brought to you by Merrick Books. Later scores coming next as we have the Star FM sport team up against the comics here as our festive special.
I know I'm already on my way to become the boss of my tomorrow. So it's very good. I'm running like a big bus.
Tatukurowa hedu asati sikufa. US dollars.
4 and 9.
It's the biggest sponsorship in sport.
Ngani. Yo, dewo ka rusa pada shi. Ngono kuita ka fara so. Dewo ka uye no fara shi to udai.
Contest here with the comics taking on the Star FM sport team. Tough going on Know Your Country for you guys, the comics. Just the 4 points and 9 for the sport team. That means that the sport team are leading by 18 points to 13 with 2 rounds gone. Any complaints on the refereeing, by the way? We can look at the match commissioner's report afterwards. We can then address your queries. 5 questions on the continent of Africa. Comics. Good Luck Jonathan was president of which African country? Good Luck Jonathan was president of which African country?
Nigeria.
Nigeria is correct. 2 points for the comics as they get back on track. Yes. Sports team. Jerry Rawlings was the president of which African country? Jerry Rawlings was the president of which African country? Jerry Rawlings.
Ghana.
Ghana is correct. Yes, 1981 to 1993, Jerry Rawlings, and Good Luck Jonathan was Nigerian president, by the way, 2010 to 2015. 2 points for the sport team. Now, comics. The International Olympic Committee uses 3-letter abbreviation country codes. So Zimbabwe is ZIM, South Africa is RSA. So CMR is which African country? CMR would